Hey everybody, what's up, sir? Spookfest here. We are back in the Bridgewater Triangle, Massachusetts. I will explain what that is if you haven't been here or know what that is. So this is the Bridgewater Triangle, Massachusetts. It's Freetown, Rehoboth, and I can't remember the points because I'm dumb. But let's see. They said there's an otter in this retaining pond. And it's pretty rare to see an otter. If I get lucky, maybe we'll see him. But I am going back to the spot where I got my real ghost voice. And we're going to do a little investigation. You can see I got my little red backpack. And I could go in here, but... So there is fish in here. And I'm guessing the otter is eating all the fishies. Bullfrog over there. Yeah, let's get to my spot. Do I want to walk on the rocks? Probably not. But if you don't know what Bridgewater Triangle is, basically in this area, mostly because of King Philip's War, if you've never heard of that, King Anawan was the chief of the Wampanoags and cursed this land, and until the wampum belt is returned in the crown or something, the whole area is cursed. That's one of the stories, but I believe it's just an area of high strangeness because I've seen spook lights. They're orbs out in the woods, maybe the size of a baseball. Ow. They got me. I'm probably going to be dealing with this a lot, but this is an area I've investigated a lot in the Bridgewater Triangle. Damn, dude. Tried to block off my path. But there are coyotes out here. There's all sorts of stuff. And I believe I got a ghost voice in my ear maybe 2 years ago. And I'm just stepping through that. Okay. Just walk through it. Ow. But in about 45 minutes the sun will set. So I wanted to get out here before it got dark. But there are stories of giant black dogs, black snakes, giant snakes. The Thunderbird, I have seen the Thunderbird myself when I was a kid in East Bridgewater at my grandmother's house. And I tried to tell my grandmother. She said you probably saw an albatross, but I know it wasn't. It was way too big. Probably like 15-foot wingspan. Somebody blocked my path. Well, then I'm going around. And, ow. Okay, so I decided just to film this one because it comes out better than doing a live chat. You can see where that pond is still going. That's a pretty big pond, retaining pond. It looks like some dogs have been running out here. And this patch of woods actually does make me nervous, especially when it's dark. So everything from seeing shadow figures, hearing voices, chanting and drumming, phantom fires, spook lights, thunderbirds, Bigfoot, and a lot of witnesses. Some of the Bigfoot witnesses are actually police from back in the day in this area. Some of the Thunderbird witnesses, who a policeman shot at what he said was a Thunderbird. My wife, or soon to be, so my fiance, Alicia, in her backyard in Middleborough saw a Thunderbird crash through the woods. I don't know. I haven't been over here in a long time, so I don't know how overgrown it's going to be, but I'm going to try and get back to the same spot I captured the ghost voice. So personally, I've seen a couple of spook lights, probably about the size of a baseball, maybe a little bigger, and they just float through the trees. I've seen blue and white. Other people have seen other colors, but those are said to be controlled by pugwudgies. And pugwudgies are little creatures that are tricksters and have a metallic wand that they can zap you with. And there is a whole documentary on this area called the Bridgewater Triangle. It's a pretty fun documentary. And then there's Weird, Massachusetts, that has a lot of stuff. So I've been over here a couple times at night and even during the day, wondering that otter might live over here, because there's an entrance to that pond. And don't be fooled, otters are dangerous. They're cute, but they can mess you up. Okay, so back to one of my old spots. I do have a couple videos out here, and I don't know what it is about this area, but always freaks me out. I'm glad I put my flashlight in my pocket. It's gonna be dark in here any minute. Oh God, I almost fell. Hello, it's Ryan. Do you remember me? All right. So, it's been a while since I've been out here. Let me try not to get lost. Through these portal trees, that's what I've always said, these two trees here. You walk between those and then boom, you're in. And all over, so see these rocks? Probably old rock walls. They're everywhere here. This is very historic land. One of the bloodiest battles happened around here in America. Well, I was going to say I'm going to go left, but it looks like I will die if I try and go left. So this is the way that I went to capture that ghost voice in my ear, so at least it looks clear to walk. And I'll find a little spot and we'll set up, see if I can find any deer or anything, scare them off. There's definitely a pack of coyotes out here. My sister hears them all the time. That they'll come after me, but you know what? Maybe right over there. Nice quiet spot. There's some clearing. Hello? I'm Ryan. If you'd like to say anything to me, I'm going to set some stuff up for you to be able to play with if you would like to use it to show me you're here. I gotta watch out too. The last time I was out here, I pretty much touched a snake and didn't even see it. Somebody showed me, and I believe it was Friday House showed me in the video. Dude, there's a snake right there. I think it was just a gardener snake, so not dangerous, but yeah, this is a good quiet spot. And a little bit further up there is where I got a whisper in my ear saying, "Go away." I think some people said it's pareidolia or me breathing. It's definitely not. It's a female voice. You can hear it. I'm hoping that type of stuff happens again, because equipment can help and everything, but I really want the bell to go off. I have a little table bell. Let's set you up. I'm going to set up some equipment. Maybe right here under this, on that rock, the bent tree here. And we'll do a little investigation. Wait till it gets dark. All right. I do have a big ass flashlight too, in case I need that. I have a K2, I'll set it up just for fun. This does just read electrical signals. I don't think nothing will really happen here with this. S-box, maybe we'll try that. Let's see what the temperature is. .78 degrees, 00. That one doesn't have a battery. REM pod will set up. Music box. If you'd like to play this, you just got to turn this little handle. Just a little music box. Let's get the REM pod set up. And bell. My REM pod's not working. Well, at least we got the bell. If anybody would like to come communicate, could you please come talk to me? Yeah, my 9-volt's dead. I just checked that too. Do I have another one? I don't. I have that one, but I need a... Usually I keep a screwdriver in here, but I don't have one. Camera. Alright, well, we'll just use what we got. I was hoping I could do REM pod, but whatever. I'll have to take the battery out of this and switch it. We got an S-box. We got 0.4 on there. That don't really mean crap. 1.4. My phone shouldn't affect this. It did just say 1.4. Now it's 73. Alright, well, can you see the stuff on the ground? Not even. We got K2, a bell, and that little music box there. If you'd like, could you turn the handle for the music box or ring that bell? I'm just gonna hang out here for a few minutes, see if you want to say anything to me again. I've heard you before. Was there an encampment out here? There is a trail camera. I just walked past back over there. So, after all the things I've experienced over the years, I have no proof that these woods are haunted, but I do believe there was a Native American encampment out here or something. Definitely some of the creepiest woods I've investigated. And tomorrow, I believe me and Spectral Whispers will go do the foundation over by her house, which isn't far away, but we know that there was Native Americans living next to the Taunton River, and maybe we'll take a walk next to the Taunton River, see if we can capture anything. I'm Ryan. Could you ring that bell or turn that little music box, the handle on it? Did you used to live here? Let's try something out. I'll try a tree knot. I won't be out here long. I'm just waiting until it gets dark and then I'm out of here. So if you want to talk, now would be a good time. Haven't done a tree knock in a long time. If you could communicate with me, I'd really appreciate it. I'll leave you some tobacco as a gift. So I checked that 9-volt battery too for the REM pod earlier, and it was still a full battery. So now that it's dead, I don't know. It's I should have brought a screwdriver because I have another one, but it's in the millimeter there. That's all right though. Oh, K2. Could you do that again? I know it ain't from my phone. I'm too far away. Yeah, there's a train way over that way and some trucks and stuff. I think just being quiet and talking, I might be able to communicate and get another whisper. So if you'd like to talk to me and you can hear me, I would really appreciate you if you said something. Show me a sign you're around. Yeah, there's that trail cam. So somebody's deer stand's still over there somewhere. But even my dad moved his deer stand after he heard a recording of some screaming out by his deer stand in the woods. And it does sound like screaming. Some people said a turkey or maybe a coyote or a mountain lion. I don't think we have mountain lions here, but K2 is blinking a bit. I'll leave this here. I'm going to take a quick walk around. So also, I keep my eyes out for things like this. Probably an old rock wall. When you see all these big rocks all lined up. Yeah, there's another rock wall back over there. I believe there's one up there. This doesn't look fun to get through. So actually, I think I was right up over here when I got that ghost voice. Because I remember this rock. I did bring my magnet fishing. I have a big magnet, so maybe we'll try that in the Taunton River and see if we can pull anything cool up. Oh, shit. Could you ring that bell back over there nice and loud so I can hear it? Yeah, definitely animal trail that way. Probably coyotes. Deer, coyote. Alright, I got my little flashlight. The mega one will be for later. Yeah, I think there's a rock wall back in there. Now, walking through any woods and you're finding a bunch of stones all gathered together, usually somebody was building something, or a wall, or a boundary line for a farm. Like, who knows what this was, but that was like, here's concrete. Maybe not, but it looks like this used to be a well or something. But tons of that all over the place. I'll show you a foundation tomorrow that's 1800s. But yeah, when you get all these rocks together, it's usually something was here. Maybe even a foundation and it's just buried. But we'll hang out until it's dark. Something's coming. Something over that way. Come on, coyote. Yeah, if you see me pack up real quick and run away, it's probably coyotes. I don't think they'll really mess with me, but there's a whole pack. And I have gotten screams from back here before that probably just a kid out in the woods screaming, but it does sound weird. That's scary screams from the woods. That's a big slab of stone. That's probably just natural, but every once in a while you'll find the rock walls in the old foundations. I'm wondering if anybody ever buried anything inside of the rock walls, like hid stuff. Nobody would probably ever find it. Ugh. I'm Ryan. I know you're out here. If you'd like to say anything to me again, if you remember me, it's just a few years ago. I'm hoping for anything. We might get lucky. And if I wait till